No.
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 Okay.
Saved.
Alright. Think committee. How do we get that?
You have to do some form of...
Some fucking fucker here.
Oh!
Oh!
Almost. That was not... Ah!
I'm safe, don't worry about that. That was bad.
It's about the same as last time. Ooh.
I didn't play this game to practice curling, okay?
So, welcome to our Let's Play of Curling Simulator, whatever year this game was released.
2009?
Alright, Curling Simulator 2009, that's the game we're playing now.
The physics on this is pretty hard to get. Please don't kill me.
No. And you're...
And I alive.
So maybe you need to try and find a way where you don't actually stop at any of those. You just use them to actually propel yourself with each one.
No! No!
So I guess you need to find a way to propel yourself each time in a way that makes it so you don't stop at any of the stars.
I'm dead.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to, like, find some way to maintain momentum.
Yes, it's a tough angle. I will video game this, do not worry. But yeah, Silent Parable might be considered the last great art game, even though it's not to the extent of Journey. I don't think anything will be.
I guess we have to define what art game is.
Yeah, someone figure that out. Put it in
I feel like I'm not qualified to figure out what counts as an art game, because that's subjective.
I mean, there's this other art game I played called Prometheus.
Prometheus.
Or Proteus. I think.
Proteus.
Proteus.
Prometheus is a movie in the anime franchise.
So what's Proteus about?
Proteus, you walk around on an 8-bit island. Except it's in 3D.
Basically, it's.
And then every night something glowy happens in the middle of the field. You go there and you get teleported to the same island but different. And then at the very end, you go into the sky, close your eyes, and that's it. Have fun. $20, please.
Got from Humble Bundle.
Yeah.
How much did that cost?
Always pay what you want.
That's how Humble Bundle works.
Well, how much did you pay?
I think I paid the $1.
That's probably good then.
Aw, damn it. I slendered on one too long. But yeah, when it comes to art games, they had the walking simulator moment. That was like what it became, sort of. But walking simulators are universally rejected by like the whole gaming, whatever you call it. Like universally rejected by the gaming community as whatever the heck it is, as an art game. Because people who say it's entertaining, the art game is like, oh, but it's not entertaining at all. So I'm like, just make up your mind already.
Couldn't they say a similar thing for stuff like visual novels or without choices?
Exactly.
A visual novel without choices is just, I guess, it's a visual book.
It's just a book.
It's just...
E-book. Someone really needs to get these definitions straight.
Yeah. A definite must.
Why I do that? Why I do that? Why I do that?
How is this difficult? Why is this so difficult?
Because like, if the closer you get to the when you get close to the star, you slow down. And also, this camera doesn't zoom out far enough to grab these things. Well, I have an idea.
You have an idea? Oh.
Angle's bad, though.
It could work.
No, not that guy! Because you don't drop far enough to get grabbed by this guy. You piece of shit! The rock!
That almost worked. Not quite.
Nope. Hold on for this for a second.
Yeah. Let the lava monster run through.
No, that's not even.
No.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Go here. Stay here for a second. Get dragged by this. Get dragged back by this. We did it!
There you go.
Okay, physics, let's go!
Physics makes for a terrible game.
Yes. I hate physics game. Yeah. And then that's not even, we're not even, when you go into art and entertainment, the art between art and entertainment, we're not even factoring in the educational value of video games.
Oh no.
It's a whole big kerfluffle that no one likes to talk about because they're stuck in one camp or another. Figure it, sort yourselves out, video game community!
They're never going to.
God!
They never will.
We need like one really breakout game that just redefines what a video game is in a way that everyone will accept.
Yeah, but how are you gonna do that? How would one do that?
Will accept.
How would one do that?
As a form of art, entertainment, art, whatever. One of those things. Because movies have established itself as an art form. There's definite skill that goes into being in a movie. People making movie is actually like art. There's stuff that goes into it that makes people feel good about it being art. Video games? No one gives a fuck about video games. Or Luigi. Apparently.
If no one gave a shit about Luigi, why was there a year of Luigi?
So that Luigi could be more forgotten about, obviously. Like, what good
Checkmate,
came out of that?
atheists!
Like, what good came out of that? Luigi Mansions 2?
I don't know, do you consider Luigi Mansion 2 to be a good game?
Was that even part of the year of Luigi?
I have no goddamn
I think
idea.
it was.
I'm pretty sure the new Luigi Brothers U was part of Luigi or Luigi.
That was probably part of it. That was a cute little thing.
That was an alright. That was an alright Mario game.
It was just...
When's the next Mario game, though? No, not Mario game, just Mario-style Mario game.
Well,
Mario
I mean,
Brothers-style Mario game.
Mario Odyssey was recent.
That's not a Mario game, though. That was more of a Mario 64 game. Like
Do you not
3D
consider Mario 64 as a Mario game?
No, I'm talking like the Mario style. The
Oh,
Mario
you mean
Brothers style.
like platformer, like normal platformer?
Yeah.
Good question.
So when's that going to come out?
I have no clue.
I don't know. I don't think the market really is interested in that these days.
No, there's always a fan base for that. People ask about. I mean, ever since Super Mario Maker. The big giant kerfluffle that is Super Mario Maker being like one of the most popular things they ever released ever. You think people are hankering for a Mario Brothers game right about now?
Then people question about how they're going to port Super Mario Maker.
To the Switch.
Yeah.
They
definitely should.
How would they do that though? It was made with the gamepad in mind.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Probably with a touchpad or something.
Oh yeah.
Is
Wii
Switch
U.
touch? I don't think Switch is touch, is it?
No,
No,
it's
no,
a touch
there's-
screen.
It is a touchscreen. That's easy then. Take a touchscreen. Easy peasy dunzo. See what I mean? By the way, do you remember?
Oh dear.
But yeah, video games really needs to break out of its shell in order to become in the main light of humanity. Because the only thing video games has done for humanity is video games and the freaking Pixels movie. Yeah, that happened.
No, there was also Wreck-It Ralph. That was video game related.
Video game related, but not Breakout. That was almost an exploitation of video games.
Define Breakout. What counts as Breakout in this case?
Breakout is an old game where you use a ball and a paddle to break walls.
You know damn well what I mean.
Like, just something really influential that changes how video games are viewed in the eyes of like society almost. Because right now it's stuck to being a whole bunch of nerds who are being misogynist and like yeah.
Didn't Nintendo Wii challenge that?
The Wii didn't challenge in society. It just made it more mainstream. The Wii. Oopsie.
What do you mean by more mainstream? Because that's when a lot of different people started playing.
Yeah, because it appealed to casual gamers, and the casual gamers being the type of people who don't actually care about video games too much. Well, I can just get that now. Or not. Bye.
Rip. Good job.
Where is Yoshi? Where is Yoshi that I can get? Where is the nearest Yoshi I can... Okay, fine. I'll just drop to the very bottom. Die.
You can crush those? I didn't know that! Holy crap!
I knew... I knew that, so I did it.
I didn't. That's new.
I mean, it makes sense.
I would have thought they'd just make Mario like bounce off of it.
No.
No, they made it so it actually gets squished.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they, if you think about it?
Because that's never something you actually need to do?
Yeah, but would you rather have it go squish squish or not squish squish?
I don't really care, to be honest.
You don't care how squish it is.
I like Squish Squish more because we're talking about it.
That's biased, then. There you go.
Just had to get that mine out of the way, apparently.
I guess so.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the attention of the game today, anyway. But yeah, we really need, in order to be accepted by people instead of being made fun of, and the game industry is to stop being a fucking joke. You really need the big breakout game that changes how video games are in the world.
I feel like even
No
if
one
that
knows
does
how it's
happen,
gonna
people will still make fun of it.
I mean, obviously, because stigma's always going to be here, but it's going to go away eventually after it.
And I'm pretty sure people still make fun of movies and such.
Yeah, people do. They're old farts. They're really big old farts, or young farts. The people who play video games that make fun of movies.
What if they're bad movies?
I mean, bad movies would be bad movies. But there's always gonna, actually, there's pretty reliably been good movies though. Like at least once every couple of months.
Have there?
Like really big artistic movies. Like last year there was a ghost story.
A ghost story?
Yeah, it was basically about a guy who dies and becomes a ghost.
Okay.
It's a very quaint movie. It's a very quaint movie that nobody liked. Nobody liked it because they mistook it for a horror movie because it says ghost story, and you know how horror movies are today, right?
Blood, screaming, slaughter.
And you're caught up. But yeah, It was really good. I liked it.
I haven't
watched
seen it.
There is a scene where a woman eats an entire pie, and you watch her eat it the entire time.
Why?
I mean, the reason why is to show that how since the guy becomes a ghost, the passage of time changes for him. So like first it starts out slow, and then soon it goes faster and faster and faster and stuff like that, right? And then he goes into the universe, meets God, and he explains his purpose in life. It's a pretty good movie. I'm bastardizing it a lot, but there is a scene where a woman eats an entire pie. Everyone hated that moment, but you know what? Screw it. Yeah, really good movie. I like it. It's very artsy fartsy, as it should be, honestly.
I haven't really been bothered to watch movies these days.
I know, it's really hard for me. It's really hard to watch movies if the only movies that people are watching are the big screamy horror movies and Marvel.
Like, there's not really much out there that gets publicized that interests me at this point anymore.
I mean, there's always Marvel movies.
That doesn't interest me, though.
I know. Very, very, very many Marvel movies.
There's always the Pixar movies.
Who cares about Pixar? I'm not, at this point, I'm basically boycotting Disney. Like, subconsciously boycotting Disney.
Is Pixar part of Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Pixar Studios, they at least get to make a lot of Disney films. Because Pixar redefined how we make movies now, so now every animated movie is Pixar-like. Have you ever seen a movie that was like just 2D? No, you haven't, right? If you did, you're a fucking liar. Or watch something from the 80s or something. Who knows? Like the last one I can remember is either Ponyo or the SpongeBob movie that was like 2D.
That was like 2.5D.
The old SpongeBob movie, not the new one. The old SpongeBob movie with the goofy shit.
Yeah, aren't there like some like?
There was one 3D bit where they dry up and turn into a dried up.
No, there's parts where like they're in the real world, but they're 2D, but everything else is 3D.
Yeah, the 2D 3D mix. That's not 2.5D.
No.
2.5D is 2D people. Now you got me confused.
It is 2.5D.
Okay, I guess that's 2.5D now. If I'm going.
Come on, man.
If I'm going by my backwards definitions, I guess it counts. 2.5D, fine. Right, but it was mostly 2D.
It was mostly 2D.
Right, except for that one bit where they escaped the ocean. That was it. And then they dry up and turn into into actual like real starfish and sponges. That was
They
great.
sometimes do 3D segments on like the actual SpongeBob
I like that
cartoon.
part. Yeah, but no, yeah, that was the last movie, and then they made the new SpongeBob movie, which was 3D.
No, that had 2D moments.
With 2D modes, but it was mostly.
So it's the opposite.
It was advertised as being 3D as well, so.
The first half of it pretty much was just 2D, and the second half they went to that 3D thing.
Yeah, but it was mostly advertised in the 3D part, as well as being SpongeBob,
Sure.
but yeah.
Yeah, the advertisements I recall seeing were mainly 3D.
Yeah, Pixar changed how
I mean, I'll say a trigger word right now.
Animated movies are.
How are you
Teen
gonna?
Titans Go movie is a new movie and it's in 2D.
It's in 2D, that's true. It's also a pretty good movie from what I hear. As being the sarcastic anti-Marvel movie that you always wanted.
Does Studio Ghibli still make movies?
Yes, I think.
Does that count as 2D?
I mean, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah, and Disney owns the Western Studio Ghibli. They'll sell Disney, and that's probably why you haven't heard of a Studio Ghibli movie in the longest shit while. If you think, when was the last Ghibli movie you've ever heard of?
Spirited Away is the one I think.
Damn, that's old because I was thinking Ponyo. I was thinking Ponyo, man.
Is that after?
Yeah,
I believe.
Sure.
I believe at least in the West. After in the West, at least, because I remember saying that a couple years.
Because I know Ponyo's a thing, but I know Spirited Away is also a thing.
Spirited Away was like a long shit while ago, though.
Was it?
Like I remember, like the last time I watched it was when I was like freaking 12 or something, and that was pirated.
I don't remember. I don't remember the time frames anymore. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Everything's just 3D these days.
Yeah, it's all 3D.
Except for like some indie games.
Well, that's games. We're talking about movies.
No, I'm talking about everything at this point.
Yeah,
everything's pretty much 3D at this point.
That's true. Everything's 3D now, except for indie games.
Except for some indie games, even.
Yeah.
Isn't that really sad?
I don't know. I feel like making a 2D indie game is kind of lazy. Honestly speaking.
Well, sometimes you don't need 3D.
Yeah, but you're basically making you're almost making a lesser game just by making it 2D.
Well, think of it this way.
Just because there's less things to do on it.
What would you gain? What could a game gain from being 3D as opposed to 2D?
More dimensions, more nuance, more complexity, a bigger exploration focus.
What if the game's like something like a platformer?
A platformer.
What would you gain from 3D?
Multiple angles, different types of challenges, involving the third dimension. Basically, not Super Mario World. Not Super Mario 3D World. Not that. Is what I'm saying. Basically, there's a shit ton of things you can do with that. All right.
What if the developer just wants to make a 2D game?
They make a 2D game.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, I have nothing against it. I just think it's a bit lazy.
Even if they put a ton of effort in the graphics?
Yeah. I still think it's a bit lazy. I'm just saying. That's my opinion on it, and I'm always wrong, so...
But are you always wrong about being always wrong?
And besides, all those really famous indie games made by one person, what dimensions are they in?
Which person?
All the video games, all the famous indie games that were made by one person, being Undertale, Cave Story, etc., etc.
Those are usually 2D.
Yeah. Yeah. What point am I trying to make? I don't know.
Yeah. What are you trying to pull here?
There's just. Although 3D games, there's a lot of challenge into making it because you gotta figure out how to make things not chunk. You want to see a game that chunks that's in 3D? Yonder Simulator.
Yeah, that game.
Hello, 2 frames per second on my high-tech Ubermensch freaking PC that can hack the government 20 times over.
Oh, slow down there, hacker man.
Yeah. Runs Yonder Simulator at 2 FPS. I guess, yeah, like I said, it's obviously the dev's fault because he's not learned in that type of.
That's its own debacle.
Yeah.
Yonder Simulator's its own debacle.
Yeah.
We don't need to go into that. Everyone else has.
Yeah, let's not talk about it except to say that he's a giant piece of idiot.
Everyone else has already said that anyways.
Yeah.
There's nothing new to be found.
There's nothing new to say except that he is still an idiot. That's always
That's
nice.
nothing new.
In another news, bears still shit in the woods, more at 11. I like that term a lot.
News at more at 11?
No, bears still shit in the woods.
Eh.
I like that phrase a lot. I don't know why. Maybe I like bears. Maybe I like shitting. Who knows?
I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that.
Nothing.
What the
Nothing is
woods?
the only answer. Or you say more than 11. To
No.
complete the joke.
No, you don't deserve it.
Oh, come on. Do it for a friend.
It's the joke you need, but not the one you deserve.
Oh, fuck you! We're not going there. What you just did. Oh.
Well, that's the joke you deserve, but not the one you need.
Nope. Yeah! I'm a cheater.
Alright, now speedrun it.
I'm not speedrunning this game. Are you crazy?
Yes.
Oh. Oh shit.
I do dance game bullshit. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think I've been pretty good about not doing plagiarism for that.
Not doing plagiarism? Well, like,
For like the
people are requesting you to do it, anyhow.
and like I ask people for permission.
Some people are just straight up giving it to you, I assume. They're like, hey, can you make this into goodness? Thank you very much.
I generally don't really like porting. I don't like when people request me to port their own stuff. I kind of don't really like that.
Yeah, requests? You don't
No, I like requests. But like if it's someone asking me to like port their own stuff, I'm like,
Self-request?
yeah, self-request, I guess. I'm like, okay,
No! No!
you failed. Like, you
Self-insert
do you not want to learn how to port it yourself?
I mean, they're probably busy with making them.
Well, this is like after they make it.
Well, yeah. They're probably busy making another one. Or something like that.
Eh.
I mean, there's a reason why the human race is specialized like this. Right?
You almost got crushed again.
No, I didn't.
I said almost.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
I wasn't even almost. That was purely calculated. I used math. I took the GRE again, actually.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, fuck you!
Hey, it's like Sonic the Hedgehog. You run into spikes, then run into spikes, and you die.
You die.
Even while you're supposed to be invincible.
I took the GRE again because I didn't do so good on my writing because I completely fucked that one up.
I managed to get through tech writing at least.
Yeah. Ow. So I took the
I
GRE
took it in
again,
class
and this time I got a perfect score on my
Have
math.
fun.
I got a perfect score on my math this time.
Nice.
This
Well,
is my life now.
well, this is a scenario you put yourself into.
This is my life now. Standardized testing is a piece of shit, I guess, in a sense.
Eh.
Not really a test of your knowledge. It's a test to see how gullible you are, or how well you read instructions.
Well, that's a bit of a test in a way.
Yeah, which is probably
That could probably go into reading comprehension.
yeah. I mean, it's like I feel like there's a different. I don't know why. I don't know what to say. I feel like there's a difference in being smart and being not gullible. They may overlap a little bit, but
I feel like they can. I feel like they
I feel
can.
like there's a significance enough difference when there's enough people to specialize in those types of things.